I do have a very specific football question, and I hope that you can teach me this.
Okay.
Liam said on that final play, final fourth and one play, where you were blocking Josh Allen, he said that was his bad. He should have taken Josh Allen, and he should have called for Josh Allen. How does that work if Josh Allen's on your outside?
Yeah. Well, so that's an inside zone play that we ran. We ran it earlier in the game, and I handled it fine. Josh Allen, there, same guy, everything. What happens is that in that scenario, 4th and 1, obviously they're expecting something, a short yardage play, and he's stuck across my face, and that's my responsibility is to cut it off. So. That's Liam, being a good teammate, being a guy who, thinks he should be able to, make a play that's not on his plate. And at the end of the day, in that situation, I just have to know that it's 4th and 1 and that I got to get off the ball, and, get down there as fast as possible. So, we'll move on. That's, like I said, that's just Liam being a good teammate.
So he could not have called for Josh Allen.
Listen, scheme is the scheme, and in that scheme, on that play and that look, that's not his job. So, hindsight's 20/20, So, but at the end of the day, in that scheme, it's not his job.
We've talked a lot about how you have improved as a receiver. We can get to that in a minute, but I am curious at this stage of your career, and it's not just that play. You had a lot of good blocks. You have had a lot of good blocks. Where do you feel you have come in terms of blocking at the professional level?
Just from an overall standpoint, I think it's just being more comfortable, having seen a lot of things, knowing guys' tendencies, things like that. So, when I first came into the league, that was something that I tried to pride myself on, was blocking. But I think as you spend more time in this league, you get to, like I said, you realize tendencies. It's just experience, really. So I think that's come along, a decent amount. Obviously, there's always plays that you want back from a week-to-week basis, but I'll try to just keep improving from that standpoint.
Do you think the perception of the team would change if your guys are able to get a win? Because obviously you lose 5 in a row and everybody thinks everything is wrong with this team. You think if you're able to get that win on Sunday, thoughts around this team will change next week?
It would definitely help. It wouldn't hurt, to win a game, especially when you've lost several in a row. And I think, that's the nature of this league. You go on a run either way. You lose 4 or 5 in a row, you're the worst team in the league. Then you win 4 or 5 in a row, you're the best team in the league. We've been through this in past years. So I think it all starts with one, and it's kind of getting back to your question. I think if we can win one, that'll start to shift some things. So we gotta find a way to get that one.
Durham, your catches in your career have mostly been of the short variety. And then you had the 25-yarder on the 3rd and 1. So how much fun was it to get the call to go down the field on that play?
Yeah, this is a league of opportunity. I say that to people all the time. It's funny because specifically at the tight end position, but it kind of goes across the board. And at every position, there are narratives that are created for players. Like, this guy can only block, this guy can only run routes. And you go out there and you have to show it, on a week-to-week basis. But it's funny how these narratives are kind of developed. And then, when you have the opportunity to make a play, you just try to make the play. And that at the end of the day is what it is. It's a league of opportunity. When, actually Preston said it really well just a second ago. If the ball comes to you 10 times, make the play. If it comes to you 3, make the play. It's just, it's opportunity. That's what it is.
It's funny because you said that in their defense, when you guys were drafted, Chris Greer literally said, we drafted a catching tight end and we drafted a blocking tight end. And I was like,
the narrative started early. I'm telling you, they go way back.
So, what do you hope to show, not just the Dolphins and Dolphin fans and Dolphins media and your teammates, but just to be honest, the whole league, okay, because this is your last year of your contract. What would you like to show the league? What would you like to put on tape, Durham Smythe tape, for the last 12-plus games?
Yeah, I think above all else, it's just consistency. That's what I've tried to be dating back to college, is just consistent. A guy that's going to get his job done, whatever is asked. I know that's kind of a cliche, but it's just whether that's, as a Y tight end blocking, pass blocking, run blocking, whatever it is. And then obviously making opportunities in the pass game when they come. I think it's just consistency over anything else. You know what you're going to get, and hopefully that what you're going to get is going to help the team win.
I wanted to ask you, with obviously the offense, you guys are supposedly, I think, a close-knit unit. It's kind of hard for everybody to not acknowledge what's lingering out there regarding the Deshaun Watson talk. How have you seen Tua handle this? Because it's kind of been here for a while, and where's this team's focus right now?
I mean, I think, across the board as an offense, all these rumors and things, they've been handled pretty well because no one has changed at all. Whether it's Tua, whether it's, guys interacting with guys that have been in these rumors, everyone's been the same. So I think that shows that this offense has a lot of maturity, that they can handle, things being said on the outside, and it not change anything on a day-to-day basis. And we'll keep doing that. This is a mature offense, a mature really team across the board. So we'll keep handling business as that.
What type of guy are you in the locker room? Are you a loud guy? We heard Malcolm talking about that yesterday, that he doesn't like to yell. What type of guy are you in the locker room?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not a loud guy. I'll say that first and foremost. I kind of consider myself more of a calming effect. If someone needs something in terms of knowledge and offense and special teams, I'm involved in special teams too. I like to think that I'm a guy that younger guys can come to and ask questions, things like that. So definitely not a loud guy, but hopefully someone that other guys on the team can rely on.
I really miss the locker room. I'm sure you miss us.
Yeah.
Fridays were nice. We could talk about cars in Texas and things. But I'm just curious, do you still have Gesicki on one side, and I don't know, is Hunter Long on the other side? Who are your locker mates now?
Yeah. We've over the 4 years here, we've kind of constructed the locker room in a couple different ways. Last year it was kind of just mixed up completely, position groups. This year we're closer to being with your position group. So luckily I got a corner locker this year, so I'm pretty excited about that. Adam's next to me, and then we have down the line empty locker, Hunter, Mike, Sethan. So we got the whole group right there, and I think that's helped, honestly, just to develop relationships within position groups. I mean, me, Adam, and Mike were here last year, but guys like Hunter and Sethan that have come in, we're all pretty close now. So that's definitely a good place to be, a safe haven in the locker room.
It's a new locker room, right?
Yeah.
No more baby. What's the last question for you? What's the coolest thing about this new setup, including the locker room?
Wow. I mean, this is a great setup across the board. You can't ask for much more than this. I love the cafeteria. That's probably my favorite thing. I'm a food guy, so Meg and her staff in the cafeteria, they've done great things for years, but now with all these fun toys they have, they've gotten even better. So that's been a great one.
What fun toy?
Meg leads the show.
Come on. Meg feeds you every day. What's the coolest stuff in the cafeteria? Like, what's...
Wow. Well, that's kind of a day-to-day basis type thing. But there's a pizza oven that's actually, I don't know if you've been in there. It's in the corner, and it looks like it's been flown from Italy or something. It's pretty sweet. Wood-fired pizzas in there every day. So there's a lot of fun stuff. But that might be the top of the list.
We have eaten the pizza.
I have eaten the pizza.
No, I said we've eaten the pizza.
Yeah,
You
it's
need
pretty
to ask
good.
for
Huh?
pizza for us.
Pretty good. Yeah, pretty good.
No, yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad. Yeah.